Do you know the one key mistake in your pitch deck that can make the difference between you getting funded or going home questioning your business decisions? After founding 2 companies and helping over 50 startups grow and secure funding, I know what makes a pitch deck stand out. In this video, I will show you a pitch deck example that has landed multiple funding rounds and that you can copy and paste for your business. I will show you exactly how you can structure your pitch deck, what investors expect, and I will show you the one key ingredient that most people miss. Let's dive right in. We can break down a winning pitch deck into 8 slides. But before I show you the 8 slides, 2 important concepts. First, when I say pitching, I mean talking face to face to investors, not just sending your pitch deck online. I mean, if you do that, you would have to include more information, but let's be honest, your chances of getting funded would be much lower. And second, you need to understand your audience. You need to understand to whom you are going to pitch. You wouldn't believe how often I see startups using the same pitch deck over and over again without understanding what the specific investor is looking for. So you need to understand your audience. Now, let's check out the 8 winning pitch deck slides. By the way, you can download the pitch deck example in the description below. The first slide sets the tone. We've got seconds to grab the attention of our audience, so we need to make it count. Investors listen to so many pitches each day, so if we cannot catch them within the first 30 seconds, we will lose them. And one of the best ways to catch our audience, to hook our audience, is to tell a personal story that people can relate to. That's important. We want to connect on an emotional level. So, for example, what we did was this. We were developing an app where people could connect with their doctors and get a reminder when to take their medication. So we started our pitch like this. We showed a big picture of one of our grandmas and said, "This is my grandma. She has to take 10 pills a day, but she often forgets or mixes them up and doesn't know which ones to take first. And I love my grandma, so I want to change that." That was an excellent hook because everybody could relate to that. So don't put a lot of text on your slide. Tell the story instead. And now that we have their attention, it's time to introduce the problem. I often see startups that immediately show off their cool app, fancy pictures, and all of that. Stop. No investor cares about your solution if they don't fully understand the problem you are trying to solve. So on the second slide, you continue to tell the story and show what the current situation is and what the problem is. For example, explain what's frustrating about the current situation in your industry. By the end of the slide, your investors should be nodding their heads and agreeing that this is a problem worth solving. Now, here is the twist. Any investor who doesn't believe that this is a true problem will not invest in your solution. And that's why it's so important to tell a compelling story in the beginning. And now, once we have introduced the problem, it's time to move on. And now it's time for the reveal. It's time to show our solution. What I like to do before showing the solution to investors is to use the solution test. You go to your audience and tell them what you are doing. If they say, "Oh yeah, that makes sense, that's a great idea," then you are on the right track. And that's what you want your investors to say as well. Like, oh yeah, you're right. Why hasn't anybody had this idea before? Quick pro tip here. Don't make it complicated. No technical terms. Everybody needs to understand your solution. For example, you could show a demo of your service, a prototype, or a video. Whatever it is, now it's the time for visuals. Great. Everybody knows the problem and understands our solution. Now it's time to show investors why our solution is worth investing in. So we talk about the market. How big is the market? Who are our competitors? And what market share can we achieve? Remember, investors not only want to see that there is a market, they want to see that the market is growing. So we show some data on market size, growth rates, and trends that show the potential of our product to achieve significant market share. A mentor of mine had a key phrase for this slide. She said, "Go big or go home." So don't be afraid to show big, bold numbers that show the growth opportunities in this market. But never mislead investors. Be honest, be transparent, and show some realistic expectations. Your goal here in this slide is to show that your startup is more than just an idea. It's an idea in a growing market with lots of opportunities. Before we dive deeper into our pitch deck example, I quickly want to share something with you that can really boost your startup journey. If you're serious about getting funded, check out my Startup Success Bundle. From finding an idea to developing your product, building a happy customer base, and achieving sustainable revenue, the Startup Success Bundle guides you through every step. So check it out. Let's get back to the episode. By now, investors should be intrigued. But interest alone doesn't close any deals. What really seals the deal is proof. So we need to show investors what we have achieved so far. This could be growth metrics, customer acquisition rates, or customer retention rates. Whatever you show here, always show the data that puts your service in the best light. I often get the question, but what do I do if I just started and don't have these numbers yet? If you are super early in your journey and you don't have these numbers yet, you can use other proof of concept, such as active user numbers, customer testimonials, early revenue figures, or even strategic partnerships that validate your market fit. The idea is to show that your product isn't just a concept, it's already achieving results. One of the key questions every investor has is, how do we make money? So this is one of the key slides. We show how we are going to make money. We show our business case. But it's not about saying like, our product costs $50 a month. Pricing can change all the time, so nobody cares about that. It's more about the business model you are going to use. For example, if you want to go for a freemium model, you could show how much churn you expect and show the projected revenue. Many startups build their product without a clear business case, only to find out that there is no good way to make money with their idea. I did that mistake myself. So don't do that. Think about your business case and how you're going to monetize your idea. You have shown investors the problem, the solution, the market, your business case, and the success you have achieved so far. Now it's time for the key slide. The slide that can make the difference between you getting funded or going home disappointed. I have talked to hundreds of investors and asked them what they look for in a startup. You wouldn't believe how many of them said it's the team behind the idea. I was surprised too. I mean, To be honest, I always thought it's about the idea, it's about the business case, the achievements you've got so far. But I mean, yes, these things are all important, but if your team is not right, you will not get funded. Investors want to see your experience, and they especially want to see your passion for the idea. It may seem counterintuitive, but what I have found works really well is to show your past failures and how you recovered from them. For example, if you have built other businesses, you can show what you have learned along the way. Investors want to see that you are resilient and you don't give up when you hear a no or when things don't go your way. Now we come to a crucial slide, the call to action or the ask. Here, you tell your investors exactly what you want and what you are going to do with the money. For example, we need $1 million, $500K for product development, $300K for marketing, and $200K to scale our team. This shows that you have a clear plan. But it's not just about the money, it's also about the milestones these funds will help you achieve. A great way to do this is with a clear roadmap. Such clear milestones give investors confidence that their money will bring tangible results. Besides money, partnerships or access to the investor network could also be super valuable. So if you're looking for these things, then clearly state it in your last slide. And then you simply end your pitch with a strong call to action. You basically want to encourage investors to chat with you afterwards and to connect with you. These are the 8 slides of a winning pitch deck. But hey, a winning pitch deck is only one part of a successful business. If you want to learn more pro tips on how to build a successful business, check out these videos. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel to never miss any future videos. I'll see you in the next episode real soon. Bye bye.